Hi everyone, I'm Tanaz from foreverconscious.com and this is your weekly energy forecast for the week of September 4th. We have two powerful cosmic alignments happening this week and they happen back to back. On September 9th, we have Mercury stationing retrograde, and on September 10th, we have the Pisces full moon. So let me kind of break this down a little bit because the energy of Mercury retrograde and the full moon happening back to back is kind of creating a little bit of fogginess, confusion. Actually, when I was sitting down to do the forecast for the full moon, I look at the chart, and then, as you know, if you go to foreverconscious.com, if you've been following me for a while, I write intuitively. So, intuitive astrology is what I do, and so I was looking at the chart, and usually when I look at the chart, I talk about what's happening in the sky with all the planets, but then I also get some intuitive stuff too. Like, this is how the energy is going to manifest. These are the sort of messages that are coming through. All my forecasts are like that. And I really struggled with this Pisces full moon. I sat there for days and I couldn't get anything. And I thought, oh, what's going on here? And then I understood, I started to understand as I dug deeper that this Pisces full moon really feels a little bit beyond words. It's almost like its energy is a little hidden. It's like a little foggy. It doesn't want to be understood with the mind. It doesn't want to be put onto paper. It wants to be felt. It wants to be embodied. This is a full moon where we're really encouraged to get out of our minds and into our hearts. Trying to understand from the point of view of our rational mind may not bring us the clarity that we're looking for. It's almost like we have to really feel. We have to allow the feeling. We have to let the feeling fill us up completely. And through that, we find understanding. Through that, we find clarity rather than trying to make sense of it with our mind. And this is sort of heightened too with Mercury retrograde because Mercury is the planet that rules over our mind. And whenever a planet goes in retrograde, its energy shifts to a more internal level. So we're kind of guided to go into our subconscious, into our intuitive mind, into our inner world in order to understand what's happening in our outer world. So we're getting a double whammy of this energy. So I feel like this could manifest as we're feeling confused, we're feeling extra sensitive, just really in tune with our emotions, really connected to how we are feeling. We may be feeling indecisive or even a little bit irritable as we navigate this like sense of all these feelings that are coming up, needing, wanting to be expressed. And if you're like me, or you're the type of person that really likes to rationalize things with your mind, or have soothing self-talk, and you're really a lot of your energy is concentrated up here, it might be a little challenging because energy is really being drawn down into our hearts to be felt, to be experienced, not intellectualized. So that is sort of the energy that we're working with this week. And yes, as I was saying, it can manifest as feeling a little confused, a little indecisive, maybe even a little irritable. We also are likely to have our intuition heightened and our dreaming state heightened. We often don't get time, we don't get the support that's needed to go into that space. But see if you can make the time. See if you can go within and give yourself that time to find out what your inner world is trying to communicate to you, what your inner world is feeling, and what your intuition may be trying to alert you to or tell you, or what wisdom it might be trying to give you. Paying attention to your dreams and any of those signs from the universe. We may be really in a raw, sensitive state under this full moon. So just really give yourself whatever it is that you need, all the space, all the love, all the support to just feel. And like I was saying before, when we allow the feeling and we don't suppress it, it passes. It moves through us. We're able to comprehend it, and then we're able to act on it. It guides us and it moves through. We pass. We move on to the next stage. Feelings don't last forever. Our feelings are always changing. Our emotional state's always on the move. So know that nothing will stick around forever. Everything is temporary, right? So it's a full moon energy, it's a Mercury retrograde energy combined that's really asking us to flow, try to go with the flow, don't try to hold on, don't try to control, go with the flow and trust and sort of give yourself permission to unlock your inner world and to understand it from the lens of your heart rather than your mind. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that wasn't confusing. I hope that was clear to help you navigate these sort of unclear energies. But it's always cool whenever we have an alignment like this where it's not black and white. It is a very flowy energy. Firstly, it tends to affect us all differently, more so than any other alignment. And then it kind of gives us permission to sit back and be in a more reflective state, in a trusting state, trusting that things will unfold without our constant interference. Of course, we have to be an active participant in this life. We are co-creators, but this energy is really allowing us to sort of sit back and trust without trying to get our hands in everything and meddle with everything, kind of give things space to see how the dust settles and where we are left. All right, I hope that's helpful. As always, to guide you, I have a Pisces full moon ritual. You can find that at foreverconscious.com. I will also drop a link below. I do recommend this ritual. It's really, really nice. I tried to make it aligned with these energies. It will support you. You can do some intention setting in it as well to release some things, to call some things in. So check that out. And I will see you guys next week.